I think today we're just gonna start by just investigating whether or not the other cars are secretly better than the Fairlady Z. That's my plan. Because the Fairlady Z was pretty cheap. And though the bars, like if we look at the car shop and we look at the stats that are listed for every car, a lot of the cars, I'm just going to start the timer as well. Screw it, why not? A lot of the cars have the same listed stats as far as like speed, handling, acceleration. The stats will be exactly the same, but it'll cost like twice as much. And that makes me wonder why that is. So we're going to buy this, the slightly more expensive RX-7 Type RS. Has the same stats on paper, but it costs like 4.8, and the Fairlady Z was like 3.2 or something like that. So this car might just secretly be better, even though it looks exactly the same. We're gonna buy it. I'll buy all the upgrades for it too. Even though I'm not convinced that upgrades do anything. I am curious about this. If there's a car that has the same stats, but NA tune and turbo tune. Like, for some reason, on an earlier car we owned, we could NA tune, but we couldn't turbo tune. Now we can turbo, but we can't NA. So I do wonder maybe if there's a car that we can do both to. And maybe if that's the secret. Naturally aspirated, not natrium, otherwise known as sodium. And hey, producer, no. To be honest, no. All right, let's try this. Where are we? Championship. Oh, the game has been muted this whole time. I forgot to unmute the capture card. There's been music playing over this menu. I am a terrible streamer, as usual. I always have to mute when I load a game because it plays the loud sound. I forgot to unmute it. Okay, so it's either NA or turbo. For some car reason, it can never be both. Dude, I feel like this car is worse. I feel like this car is worse. It doesn't turn. Its handling is much worse. I think its handling is much worse. It doesn't turn. Even though the handling is the same on paper. And its speed really doesn't seem better because I'm not catching these guys that are in front of me. So I think this car is actually worse, but then that does open us up to other cars being better or worse. So now we gotta check every car that has good stats. Now I have to check. That kind of sucks to see. Well, hold up. Let me just play with the car I was playing as yesterday. We'll see. Maybe I'm just forgetting how it handled. Another localization blunder. Damped is misspelled as dumper in suspension settings. I just saw that in the Discord. We can adjust the dumper stats on this car. Like, look, I'm catching up to those cars. Like, this car... No, I'm not. Never mind, I'm not. But... No, I totally am. This car is straight up better. Look, its acceleration is way better. I'm already at 90 miles per hour. And then it actually can make the turn. So this car is way better than the RX-7. RX-7 sucks. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can find another car. Kind of sucks to have to click through these like really bulky menus, but we're doing it. Like maybe this because it costs 10 mil. It looks really fast. Maybe the Honda NSX is good. Well, we'll see if I actually spend this money. If the car is good, then we'll save that I spent the money. But then again, like, you have to figure, in order to unlock Group S, I have to get first in every race in Group A. Right? And, like, if I'm getting first in every race in Group A, that's 25 mil that I'm gonna have once I'm done with this. Oh, this car is way better. I'm just overtaking people on the initial, like, you know, the initial stretch. The car, oh my god. The NSX is way better. Holy shit. Even though it has the exact same stats on paper. I think it's way better. Maybe. I'm currently losing. Normally I'd be winning by now, but... it seems like it's probably better. I mean, I overtook multiple cars just on the initial stretch there. This guy is not letting me past, but I think we found the good car. Dude, he's just parked in front of me. How am I gonna do this? This is supposed to be the easy race. Can I not win it anymore because he's just gonna do this? Okay, I don't like driving in first person. I want to be able to see behind me, but I don't like driving in first person. No. Oh, no, I lose. Wait, this guy's gonna give me the back boost with the rubber banding. There was a turn there that I forgot existed, and we lose. I forgot about that turn. Hold up. Do we lose? Sure. Yes, we do lose. I think this car is better, though, even though I lost. That sucks. I forgot that turn was there. Dude, Heavy Stone Crab. We're like 4 hours into this game. I think over half of that has been spent on this set of races. Game is hard, actually. We still have to play Commando's Strike Force. Commando's Strike Force was just so boring that I basically skipped it to play this weekend instead. I really don't want to play Commando Strike Force, but I'll do it. I'll do it this week, just not right now. Yeah. I don't know what to do. The problem is inside the connector. Like, I was super pumped a couple months ago to just, like, open up my Xbox and fix the problem. I bought all the soldering stuff because I was so certain that I knew what the problem was. And then I get in there, and the problem is not the connection of the connector to the board. The problem is inside the connector, so I can't fix it. Well, the pins are broken within the connector, so it's just like, it's just super fucked, and I don't see how to fix it. Like, the solution is replace the connector, and I could technically do that, but I don't have any soldering stuff. It just... No, new connector would fix it. I was hoping to just fix one... I was hoping there were just, like, some pins that I needed to, like, reflow the solder on, and then would be good. Instead, replacing the connector, there's like 20 of these like microscopic pins that would need desoldering, which I don't have the stuff to do, and then resoldering on the new connector, which would be really hard. Yeah, I'd have to take the whole connector off the board. I think they made the race harder to tune for the fact that I have a better car. I'm not gonna lie. This race used to be extremely free. And now I just get owned by this guy every time. He just gets in front of me and then he parks in front of me. It's basically a straight line. Just gotta make sure I don't get passed. Damn, you got, isn't Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright kind of, like, expensive? I have that game, but I think, isn't that, like... No, these menus are so bad. They eat your inputs like crazy. Wait, I quit? How am I back here? Oh, no, Fuck you, I screwed up. You have to press exit. You have to press exit from the replay and then next to go to next race. If you press exit the second time, then it kicks you out of the whole thing. We have to do that again. I screwed up. Sorry, I think today's just gonna be one of those days. I think today is just gonna be one of those days. Damn, everyone's charging over $100 for a copy of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright on eBay. I have a copy of that. That might be my most expensive video game. I did not know that it had gotten that crazy. That game's not that good. And nah, see, here's the thing. I have a second Xbox. I have a donor Xbox that I could got the connector from. Because the problem with the second Xbox that I have is that for some reason it can't output good video. Like when you try hooking up component cables to it, the video just flickers a lot. So then this HDMI thing I use, which takes the component signal, is just constantly dropping video. It's not... Like, I would have to use composite cables with it. And I've done that on stream before, and it looks terrible. I refuse to have shitty composite video on this stream. So that Xbox is a non-starter, and I have no idea what causes that, but I suspect it's the power supply. Except every model of Xbox uses a different power supply, so I can't just swap a good power supply into that Xbox. That's not how it works. Though I don't really know why that's not how it works, because voltage is voltage. Shouldn't it work? But I know that it doesn't work. I also once had a third Xbox years ago, but it got fried in an electrical storm. It was given to me in an already broken state where it wouldn't boot after it got struck by lightning or something, and I was never able to figure out how to fix that. So yeah, just so many problems. The Xbox, I'm not even ever sure if I've seen a fully working Xbox before. Well, I guess back in the day I would have, but ever since then, I've never seen a working Xbox. I'm not convinced they exist. Just a very frustrating console. Compared to the GameCube, where I've never seen or heard of a broken GameCube before. Those things are indestructible. Do whatever the hell you want to a GameCube. Oh no, why does that happen on the last turn every fucking time? Literally why? It doesn't happen on any of the other turns, it's just that one. Yeah, the 360. I guess 2000s Microsoft just didn't give a shit and loved to put out hardware that would kill itself in 3 years. You know, that's good for sales. Everyone will have to buy a second one. I would love to know what percentage of, like, Xbox 360 sales were people buying a second one after their first one died. How much extra money did they make off people for that? Like, he just passes me. It's total rubber banding. I'm going 160 miles an hour. How did you catch up? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that's been my complaining about the Xbox for the day. I was working on, I unironically spent a lot of time last night working on trying to get custom songs, or looking into custom songs in Angelic Concert. There's one big problem. The whole thing is now well understood by me. I know how it all works. There's one problem, and it's that the way, like, it's not, like, it is not pitch shifting one sample for an instrument. Like, it doesn't work the same way MIDI works. The way MIDI is, you have an instrument, and then, like, that same sample is adjusted depending on, like, whatever note you play. Angelic Concert just has a big table of samples of the same instrument played at a bunch of different frequencies. Okay, I have to pay attention here. Finish the replay, get the money, then hit next, not exit. So, like, you really can't import a MIDI in because you need separate samples of each instrument at each frequency. And I'm pretty sure that's not how MIDI works. I guess I'm not confident. I guess I'm not, like, certain of that, but I'm pretty sure that's not how MIDI works. That's how Angelic Concert works. But I figured out all the other stuff, like moving the notes around and defining the notes, controlling the animations, editing the subtitles. All of that's simple enough. Fortunately, all the hard work was done for me. They used a lot of off-the-shelf technologies for things. Like, all the files are stored in AFS archives, which is apparently a thing that Sega used to use a lot, and for some reason they're in use here as well. And then also, all of the sound files are in ADX format, which is a Cryware thing. CRI, not like Crytek, but CRI ADX stuff, which I think also Sega used a lot. So I don't know what the Sega connection is there, but all of this stuff has already been reverse engineered for use in other games, using tools developed for, like, Persona modding to mess with the sounds in an Angelic Concert. Right. Like, I'm pretty sure a MIDI instrument is just one sample that it then pitch shifts to play at the note you ask. It's not... There's not, like, a bank of, like, here's every piano key. A separate sample of every piano key. Wait, hold up. Did I just win? Hell yeah, I've never won that race before. That was first try. Let's go. This car is definitely better. This is the hard one. Monaco. Monaco A2 or something. They all say A2. Whatever this track... excuse me. Whatever this track is, this is the hard one. Yeah, I mean, I could... If I... Like, my end goal with the project is to be able to import MIDI files into the game. Like, I should be able to just take a MIDI file. Obviously, we'd have to strip out some of the instruments. In some way. Well, I don't know. I guess an automatic import would be complicated for a number of reasons, but I would like the ability to make custom songs for that game in a way that does not require me manually editing all the text files and stuff. That's all I ask for. So maybe... I guess the importer would have to, like, generate all of the samples automatically based on the instrument. Dude, this car is so good. How am I winning this? I've never even come close to winning this. I came in second once, and I was popping off in this race. I'm in first. This car is so much better than the Fairlady. Ah, shit. I screwed up the last turn. Well, whatever. This is super winnable. No. That's gonna be a retry. Well, I put the blue car in the dumpster. How? How is that car's acceleration so good that it passes me there? This is completely legal, probably. Like, they've set up the course and everything. There's no traffic. This is about as illegal as it gets. Well, we're never gonna get a race as good as that first one anymore, are we? I threw, and now it's gonna take like an hour to fix this. Get another attempt. Okay, never mind, I've barged my way back in. Not sure how I did that. This turn is such a problem. No, don't pass me. Don't pass me. Alright, sick, we won. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, this car is better, so it makes sense. But, okay. It turns out that the more expensive cars generally actually are better, even though they say they're not. Makes me wonder if I should save up for the 200 mil car to beat the game. It's 5 mil DP to win a race at this difficulty level. So doing races at the next difficulty level has got to be like absolute like money printer. Like, you have to make so much money off of Group S races, probably. And hey, why am I here? It's going. It's going better today than it did yesterday. We've won the first 3 races of Group A, so we're in a really good position here to actually maybe make some game progress soon. After I've been stuck on Group A for the majority of this playthrough. It turns out I was holding myself back by using a bad car, even though it had the exact same listed stats as all the other cars. It's bad. It's bad somehow. And now I've got a good car. Dude, it really bugs me that like you can't race aggressively. I can't slam those guys into a wall to slow them down, because they just won't slow down. They'll just ride the wall at full speed. It doesn't work when I do it, or it doesn't work when they do it to me. But they have no problem with that. Anyway, we lose this. Hey, Everyjon. I had heard of this game before, but it is a little bit on the obscure side. There's not that much about it online, it seems like. It's not... There are like a million racing games from this era. This is not one of the remembered ones. Yo, grats on filing the taxes, Gnome. Guess you can buy a Switch 2. Too expensive. I'm not buying a Switch 2. I mean, sure, but is it worth the money? Just because you have the money. Like, think of it this way. So the Nintendo Switch, right? The Switch 2 is $450 US. You're Canadian, so your numbers are going to be different than mine. $450. Now let's say that a large pizza is $20. I could buy 22 pizzas for $450. What's more worth it to me? And the answer is 22 pizzas. $20 sounds like a lot. Things are expensive around here. There is a way to get pizza for cheaper. You can make your own, that's true. But if you made your own, it wouldn't be as good. At least in my case, it wouldn't be as good. If you're Hydromedia, then your at-home pizza is pretty good. When you put it that way, you would definitely buy a Switch 2. Nah. Could watch 44 movies. See, that's an argument that doesn't work on me, because, like, have I seen 44 movies in my life? I mean, yes, definitely, but it's been a really long time since I paid to go to the movies. Man, that's gonna be tough to beat. He just, like, slides around that entire thing. Very impressive red car. And this crap at the end, yeah, I don't know. I really hardly spend any money, though. I'm kind of cheap about things. I don't really remember the last thing I bought that wasn't food. Or, like, paying the rent or something. Yeah, it was probably the stuff that I bought to try to fix my Xbox, which was quite a while ago. I was like February or January or something. I think my RuneScape subscription rolled over in March, actually. I do that on 6 months at a time. I think that rolled over in March. That counts. And I, like, pay server upkeep stuff for Tapioca.moe and shit like that. Nope, second place, not good enough. Ugh. Why? Why are we all piled up like this? It's weird. Okay, well, apparently I did those turns correctly somehow, because I'm in first now. This is only the first lap, though. I wish this was the last lap and we could just be done here. Nope. Gotta do that again. Yeah, even though I'm going really fast, he's still gaining on me because rubber band. Okay. What happened to the guy in last? What happened to him? Jeez. Oh shit. Okay. No, nope, nope. That's really bad. I think we just lose now. I think I just lose now because I don't know how I'm going to get in front of him. Oh, okay. Okay. Not okay. Now I just lose. Oh, no, no. Please, let me just pass him. No, wait, yes. By 0.009. Alright. Literally, I was going to reset, and then it's like, wait a minute, it says first in the corner. Okay. 0.009. Well, wait. But isn't one frame 0.016? Yeah, one frame is 016. So there, and this game is not running higher than 60 FPS. So I question that reading 009, but sure. They're claiming I won that by less than a frame. Anyway, there you go. We're now able to take part in the Group S race. Most racing games interpolate between frames for finish times. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what happened there. Back out and save. So we can get the cheapest Group S car. But I don't know if that's the best idea anymore. I don't know if getting a cheap Group S car is actually the play, since now we know that even though they have the same listed stats, they can vary wildly. Let's see, what Group S cars even are there? The Dodge Viper for 68. Is it even good? Yes, that is the max stats. The best car has that stats. It's 68. All the Group S cars are the American ones for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the heck this is, Saline, but they've got the really expensive one. 200 mil for that thing. All these other brands are just like memes with trash cars that don't matter. Let's go ahead. Go ahead and buy the Mustang. Just to like have it. Just so we can start doing Group S races, and we'll see. I might have to build up a bunch of money to buy a better car. This might not be capable of winning. Let's see, how expensive are the parts? The parts are really, really expensive. Oh my god. Okay, we'll not be upgrading yet. We'll just enter and see how it goes. How hard could it be? How hard could it really be? Look at my speed stat. My totally real speed stat. Well, we'll see. The question mark is we'll see if I've got time after I finish this. Or if I feel like it or whatever. Actually, hang on. Let me just check a thing. Yeah, okay. This car cannot turn. Okay. I mean, first place is up there, so... Not great. But if I can take second place in these races, that's probably still like 10 mil at least per win, per second. I would be cool with that. Otherwise, we might go back to farming. We might go back to farming the, A. Like the Group A races for money, because it's 5 mil each. We should check, though, now that I've got Group S, we should check if Line is worth it. We should do a Line after this and see what I get. But yeah, I don't think I'm catching that guy. I think he's in the 200 mil car as well. I think the message I'm getting here is that I need the 200 mil car. Yeah, racing is kind of pay to win in that way, when everyone's showing up in a different car. Yeah, the stats are complete nonsense. Like, the 200 mil car has the same stats on paper as this Mustang, but this Mustang honestly has way worse handling and actually seems just worse. I don't know. The stats are definitely made up. We know that from Group A. I think I missed one there. Definitely missed a bunch there. I'm just curious what the multiplier is. For doing this in a Group S car. Not an A class, or not an A rank. Even though I wasn't trying to go slow there at all. Still wasn't able to get A rank. I was C rank even. Damn, that sucked. Group bonus is 16x though. So 16x plus the 4. Yeah, I think if we get an A rank, I think if we can just get an A rank, then that's either like 3x or 4x or something. I forget which. I think it's... I forget. Then that gets us like 48. 48 times 5,400. Which is still only like 259k. Like, that's still not good. Line is just terrible value compared to racing, I think is the problem. It just seems like really bad value. That is awful money, unless you can get it, even if you got it perfect. So it's 16 times 4 for the perfect bonus, times 3 for the A rank, times 5,800. That's still only 1 mil. If you absolutely god game, you can make 1 mil in 1 lap, or you can be decent at the game and get 5 mil in 2 laps by doing Group A races. Actually, we are going to... What do you mean, what are the weird lines in the background? That's just the menu. Is there something wrong with the capture? I don't think it's good if you're good. If you're really, like, unless you suck and cannot win the races at all. The groups are connected by lines in the car screen with all the cars. That's just the background. It looks completely wrong on the capture compared to how it looks in real life, but that's just a scrolling background. Anyway, I'm just gonna do Group A again. No, it doesn't link certain band. It doesn't do that. I'll go back. That's just because that's where those lines happen to line up with. You can see that the lines go through from the left side of the screen all the way to the right side of the screen. Oh, you mean these other lines? Like, not the horizontal lines, the little white lines. Yeah, that is weird. I have no idea what that means. I don't know if that means anything. See, if I win this, it'll get us to... If I just run through A rank again... Man, that sucks. I don't want to do that. But if I just do 5 more Class A races and win, we'll have enough money. We'll have enough money to buy the 60 mil Group S car, which will then maybe give us a better shot at winning some Group S races. Though, I don't know, we might just have to save up to 200. I'm going to step away for a sec. I'll be right back, and then we'll start grinding, I guess. Alright. Let's go. Let's do it. Can I wonder, can I enter a Group S race with my Group A car? I can. I wonder if I can, I feel like there's no way I don't just get demolished here, right? I'd really like to grind the Group S races if possible, because money. I mean, it's kind of working. That yellow car is now leaving us all in the dust, but this isn't really that much worse than when I was doing this with the Mustang. Ah, phone. Hang on. Okay. There's really not enough info online to know that for sure, but I'm assuming the $200 million car, the car that costs 4 times as much as any other car in the game. If I bought that, it's hopefully the best car. You would think that that's the best car. Yeah, you just have no ability to, like, be aggressive with the other cars. If you try to be aggressive, they don't care. They don't care at all. They just don't budge. It's been a thing for the whole game. It's really lame. I have no idea how I'm supposed to compete with that Group S car, other than just, like, buy the $200 million car and then hope that that's enough. The car that's in first up there, it's a different car, just, like, different car model from the one that was in first last time I attempted this. So it's not even a specific car, it's just there is someone who's programmed to be a god gamer and just go all the way up there. I don't know how to compete with that other than to just buy the best car in the game and hope that that's enough. I'm not getting any better at the game than this, realistically. This is my skill cap. Would love to get second here to see how much money this is. I assume the answer is yes, but I wasn't paying attention when they said that, so we're gonna pay attention after this race and see what it says I need. It's gotta be all first, right? There's no way they would relax the restriction and make it easier. 10 mil for coming in second, pretty good. Less than I expected though, honestly. Yeah, to be ranked number 1 for all entry. So we pretty much definitely have to win every race here. This is already doomed, but I'm just trying to farm money from Group S because it might be faster than doing it from Group A. I really hope I don't have to get the 200 mil car. You know? Like there's a Lotus for 60 mil. We're gonna buy the Lotus at 60 mil and then see if that's maybe good enough. At this point, we've pretty much seen all of the tracks. It's just, like this track is clearly just it's just a segment of the Monaco track that we've been doing. This is just Monaco. I've done all of these turns, though they are happening in reverse now. This is like backwards Monaco. A little weird. But yeah, first place is completely gone. That's just how it's gonna be, I guess. Yeah, I'm able to not come in. I'm able to come in a place other than last with the completely outranked car. Oh, okay, never mind. I am gonna come in last. Cool, good turn. We're nowhere near beating this, Americus. It's gonna be another couple hours. Sorry, you can come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll be done with it tomorrow. Damn, man. No leniency, 0 miles an hour. I think I might just grind race one of this over and over again. That track is really easy. These other tracks are kind of too hard, so I'm just getting destroyed. I'm just gonna try to grind getting second or third place in Shibuya over and over again. I assume third place would be 5 mil, which is how much you get for winning. In Group A, so we're gonna keep it to Group S and see if I can consistently get at least third. If there was some way to get in front of the guy who's in first and then just park in front of him and have him force me along with the rubber band speed, that would be good. I got passed there. I finished that lap in third. That would have been really frustrating if that were the second lap, and I actually just lost second place because of that. No, why? Oh, fuck you. Come on. Might not be able to do this consistently. I might have to just grind Group A races. Getting to 200 mil is going to be a couple hours of just doing the Group A Shibuya race over and over again. I don't even know if I want to stream that, or if I should just do it offline and then come back tomorrow with the money. Yo. What am I doing right here next to first place? And now he's gonna leave. Now he's leaving. But damn, somehow I caught up to him a little bit there. No, well, it was fun while it lasted. Now he's gone. Oh, no, 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 not again. What? It's always this last turn. What the fuck? What is it? Why? Why is that last turn always like that every single fucking time? There's something about it. They, like, spread, like, fucking... I don't even know. It's just extra slippery there. There's, like, ice physics on that last turn. I don't think I've ever seen any car in this game ever spin out, except for that fucking turn, where it happens almost every time. This is clearly way too inconsistent, and I should just be grinding Group A. Yeah, fuck this. We're just gonna go do Group A. Yeah, like this is gonna be a much more consistent 5 mil, and the race length is a lot shorter. Like, best lap here is 119. Best lap on the other track, the Group S track, is 145, I think it was. So we're saving like 50 seconds per race. And we're gonna actually win, so this is better. If I could come in second in that other race consistently, then it would still be better than this, but I can't, so we'll just do this. I have to do this race, like, to get the Lotus, which is all I'm trying to do. It's gonna be another, I think I had 40 something mil. I think it's gonna be like just 4 of these races to get the Lotus. If I want to get the 200 mil car, grinding this race, it's gonna be another like 30 something 30 something races of this. Oh, that sounds awful when I say it like that. Maybe 30 races. We're gonna finish this in a second here. My time is 2:45. So it would be like 2 hours of just running this race over and over again, something like that. What are we at for money anyway? 53. Okay, well, 2 more. wonder if this is just like I'm just wondering if I brought, like, I don't know how the rubber banding works. If I bring a Group C car into a Group S race, I would, like, probably just get demolished. But there's a chance that the rubber banding would try to give me a chance at winning still. I don't know. I kind of want to try that. I don't think so though, because like there's no rubber banding that's helping me catch that first place guy. He's just crazy. Well, the slower cars in this game don't have better handling. They're just bad cars. That's the thing. They don't turn better. They're just garbage. Like, this isn't a game that's based around different cars having different strengths and weaknesses. It's a game that's based around buy the better car, then you win. That's the two different ways of balancing a racing game. Buying better car to win, or strengths and weaknesses and you balance the stats. I'm gonna not win this race. Yep. Spun out on both turns there. Something about that turn is just fucked. I don't understand. I do nothing different there. I'm not going to be able to buy the upgrades for the Lotus. The upgrades for Group S cars are insanely overpriced. So even if the Lotus is upgradable to be good. We're not going to know that. Like, hopefully it's just clearly good once I buy it. Because the upgrades are like 20 mil for, you know, a better engine. It's just terrible. I don't know if I have to exit or if I can just hit retry and then run the race back. I'm not sure if I get to keep the money if I hit retry. Honestly, I should just be aiming to slam into that wall there. Like, I'm not really losing that much speed when I do that, and it guarantees that I won't spin out. I think I should just be slamming into that wall on purpose. Okay. Alright, cool. We can afford it now. I feel like this is not gonna help. I feel like buying the Lotus is gonna do nothing for me. I'm really pessimistic about this, but I don't know. I think the Lotus is the second most expensive car in the game. So if the Lotus isn't gonna help, then we gotta go up to the next level, which is the 200 mil car. And that's gonna be a massive grind. I really don't want to do that. I could also buy like a Mustang and then buy one upgrade for it, but I don't think that's value. That seems bad. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. TVR. Okay, the TVRs are kind of expensive, but still cheaper than the Lotus. That's junk. That's total junk. That's trash. Yeah, all these like mystery brands out here, these like European cars, this is all garbage. Oh, okay. There's the CTR2 for 100 mil. That's the second most expensive car. Wow, its handling is horrible. Well. Oh, it was only 50 for the... I thought this was 60. Well, gamers, we did 2 of those races for no reason. But whatever, buy that. There we go. Let's see if I can buy parts for it, because I've got 10 mil left over. But yeah, look how expensive this is. 20 mil for the level 3 turbo tune. I think I'm gonna buy the tires. I think I'm gonna buy the most expensive tires. Because that might improve my handling. And this, because it might improve my acceleration. Who knows what it all means. But let's try this. Yeah, like if I can grind... If I could grind Group S with this car, then that would be good. And ideally, we can just win Group S here, you know? I doubt it, but ideally we can just win. Well, second place is 10 mil. I figure first place might be 20 mil, because they often do like they do it by doubling. Okay, I'm actually... okay, this is good. The Lotus is good, dude. Look at me. I'm right up here with first. I hate that I can do that to him and he doesn't even slow down for it. Like, I just pinned that guy to the wall. His car should be in half right now, but since there's no collision model, he should have at least slowed down to that, but he didn't. He didn't care at all. This is the Group S. You're looking at it. The cars are grouped into groups, and Group S is the best. The best bunch of cars. Like if this were lap 2, now I would just make sure he doesn't pass me, and then we would have the win. So this might actually just be straight up winnable with the Lotus. We started all the way back down in Group C. We did Group C, B, A, and now S. This is the final difficulty. Once I win Group S, I hope credits roll. I think there's tuning that I just haven't messed with at all. There's like generic, you can upgrade the car options, but I think there's a little bit of tuning you can do as well that I haven't. I really just haven't touched that because, I don't know, I don't want to tune the car. If the people who made the car couldn't tune it right, then surely I can't do any better than them. No. Oh, I couldn't stop him. I couldn't stop him. Asshole. I couldn't stop him from just passing me. Well, at least it's 10 mil. 10 mil is still something. But, nope. I mean, I can put that money into upgrades, honestly. We can buy... Well, I'm gonna hold now. I'm gonna hold on to the money, and next time I win a race, we can go buy the max turbo upgrade. And then maybe that'll help a little bit. But yeah, like, see this? You can... I don't know. There we go, suspension tune. We can adjust the dumper. Do we want a soft dumper or a hard dumper? These are the questions the game is asking of us. We can mess with the brakes. All of these values. I have no idea what any of this means. So I'm not touching any of it. Yeah, I just want bigger number equal cargo faster. I don't want to mess with any of that. Like, if they're not gonna show me... If they're not gonna, like, show me on a bar that, like, your top speed goes up when you move the slider, then, like, I don't care. They're gonna expect me to understand what that means. Honestly, and they're gonna expect me to trust them to have programmed it correctly as well. Like, oh yeah, sure, I'll make the suspension stiffer. That'll help. And it's like, no, I don't buy that. Even if that would help in real life, I don't buy that that does anything in this game. Or that it even does what it's supposed to if it does something. I don't really trust the video game car physics models with that sort of thing. I mean, this is a game where I made the mistake of trusting the stats, and then it turned out that the stats are all liars, and actually the stats mean nothing. Like, after that, how can I trust that the suspension softness or hardness means anything? I'm gonna have to block him again. Probably. Probably gonna have to block him again. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. Let's go, first place. I guess we'll just keep going then. There, yeah, there's 20k for first place. If I can win the next 4 races, then we don't have to do any more grinding. We can just end the game. Yeah, like that's how a lot of racing games are. I probably played like 15 racing games like this on the GameCube, and there's going to be 30 more on the Xbox. I've played a lot of these at this point. There are a lot of games where the stats just, it's very unclear what they do. You know, like this is not Mario Kart. It's very unclear what any of this stuff does. I don't know if I'm going to be winning this. This seems hard. Cool. I think I might just quit and buy the better engine and then reset. I don't want to immediately throw away the win I got on the first track, but like this is, I mean, a better engine is not going to help me on this. This is just like the turns being fucked. This is just I have to not screw up all the turns. I don't know that I'm going to be able to win though like this, because even I did win the last race, but I had to like body block the guy from passing me at the end. Like everyone's car is faster than mine still. Or at least first place is way faster than me, and I just have to like manually prevent him from winning. Like, I don't know, better engine might make that more reliable. It's a little bit of a fluke that I won that race. I've been avoiding using the handbrakes this entire game because the handbrakes are tuned where, like, if you press the B button for a fraction of a second, you just spin all over the place. Like, the handbrakes are tuned to be pretty awful, but I might have to use them on that turn. That turn's kind of too crazy. Well, let me at least make sure I pass someone so I get some amount of money from this. It's not much. But yeah, we're gonna quit out and buy the better engine. Hopefully this is worth it. And not just like me throwing away money that I should be using to save up for the, save up for the 200 mil car or something like that. So that's max upgrades on the Lotus. I'm gonna save because I think we definitely want the Lotus generally. It lets us have a shot at these Group S races. Well, I don't think that helped at all. I think buying all those upgrades has done literally nothing. Yeah, it's always that like flat one, which is the 200 mil, or that like 60s looking one, which is the 100 mil. It's never any other type of car, I think. Maybe the game is trying to tell me something. I think we're just gonna have to like try to semi-consistently get first or second place in this Shibuya race, and we're just gonna do it over and over until I can buy the 200 mil car. I think that's how it's gotta be. Yeah, of course. Like when I get to 100 mil, if I'm just grinding, when I get to 100 mil, I'm gonna buy that car and see if I can win with it. I will try my best to cut the grinding as short as possible. Win with the cheapest possible car. And right now I'm in 4th. I don't know. That win was a total fluke, I think. I'm nowhere near winning this time. How far did I make it with commandos? I got to like the 4th level, I think. I think I did 3 stages. I think I did 3 stages out of 14. And then it was just like, this is horrible. Well, then it was the end of my stream. But then I've just been playing this weekend because, Commandos. A World War II shooter that is both boring in all of the way a World War II shooter is, while also adding extremely clunky stealth mechanics and missions that just fail themselves randomly. So, no. It's a strong candidate for worst World War II shooter that I've had to play at least. Has performance issues too, it runs like shit. Yeah, first and second both just did the thing where they completely pull away and you never catch up to them. It's annoying. It's still 5 mil, but that's annoying. Yeah, it's, I didn't know everyone knew what Commandos was. But yeah, same franchise as the, like, isometric things that I'm also gonna have to play. Commandos 2 is on Xbox for some reason. Yeah, there's not a lot of those. And then in 2006, they had the idea to turn it into a first-person shooter. That's what the people want. Yes. We are finally challenging Group S. I am pretty hopeless as far as, like, actually being able to win Group S right now. So I am grinding money to buy the best car in the game. I really, really don't think I'm able to win all 5 races with this car, even with the max upgrades. I was able to get in front of the guy behind me. I was able to get into first, but I have to, like, constantly... Yes, he passes me on the right. I have to, like, constantly work on him to stop him from passing me, because he is actually just way faster than me. Please, first tier would be really cool. Ah, shit, no. Nope, he got me. He got me on that turn. I got a tiny bit of air, and it made it so I couldn't turn to get in front of him. That is 10,000 bucks down the drain in the last 1 second of the race. 10 million, even. So I just have to do that 19 more times. 19 more. Fewer if I can actually take first. Yeah, this sucks, doesn't it? We've watched the game go from 3 to 2 to 1 in real time. Well, hopefully I can just win. If I can come in first, then it's only 10 races, which is still way too many. But if I can just come in first every time, then it's only 10. Reminds me of Iggy's Wrecking Balls. I think I get what you mean. I kinda strongly dislike Iggy's Wrecking Balls. I've played it before. I raced it for a couple hours with some people. And I think I hate it. I probably have spent more time grinding in racing games because if I think about the amount of time I spent grinding in RPGs, I spent like an hour grinding. I think I spent like an hour or two grinding in each of the Baten Kaitos games, but not that much. I don't even think I did grind in Origins, actually. But definitely in the first game there was some grinding, and the other grinding RPG was Digimon World 4. Digimon World 4 I probably spent a few hours grinding, like 4 or 5 or so. Digimon World 4 was shit. I did not like that. I spent probably like 2 hours grinding in Gladius. Yeah, I spent some time grinding in Gladius. Get my levels up before, because I had to get Jahan back in the party for the final boss. Metabots did not. Do not be deceived. Metabots is not an RPG. It's an RPG in the same way Cubics robot in Robots for Everyone Showdown, whatever that game was called. It's an RPG in the same way Cubics is, which is to say it isn't. But it'll try to trick you. Meanwhile, in racing games, I mean, especially if you count The Simpsons Road Rage, which is not a racing game, but I've spent longer grinding in just The Simpsons Road Rage than in every RPG and GameCube thing so far. game is ridiculous. Yeah, the problem is I can't turn left there hard enough to stop him from just passing me on the left. Like, physically, the car can't turn that way. Yeah, RPG grinding tends to be lower focus required as well. You know, like for Digimon World 4, it was kind of just like run in circles, shooting stuff, and then reload the room. It's really easy to not be paying attention while you do it, and instead pay attention to something else. Racing game, I have to actually play, so... Alright, will he steal my $10 million again? Or can I stop him? Yep, he stole it. Fuck you. Every time. Every time, dude. I need to be... I don't know. I thought he was gonna pass me on the left because he always passes on the left. I'm not even really sure if there's anything I can do about that, because that's just rubber banding. Like, for him to get in front of you and then just park in front of you, clearly that's not the actual speed the car goes at. It's just going extra fast while it catches up. And then once it's in front, it's like, okay, now we slow down to the normal car speed. Even he does this turn by slamming into that wall. It can't be done otherwise. You spin out. He's coming for me. I see him back there. Okay, what's he do? He stopped. What happened to him? Well, I win. Well, look at the map right now. What happened? I disabled his car with an EMP or something. You're like, what? Huh? There's no like replay controls. We can't speed this up or look at other cars or anything. But I'd be really curious to see what the hell happened to him back there. Well, there's 20 mil. That's good. If I get 20 mil, if I win, we might as well do some round 2 attempts and see how it goes. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, everyone just passed me. I don't know how that happened. I was blocking the entire road, but everyone just passed me, left me backwards. I don't really think there's reverse rubber banding, so I think that now we just lose. I don't think I can catch up. Especially not if I do that. That would have been really good if I were just like a little bit later, you know? Not sure why the car isn't going. Hello? What the hell happened there? What happened there? The car was stuck in 5th gear. I had to hit the brakes and then it automatically dropped down to first. I think that I like caused a glitch in the automatic transmission of my car where it just like got stuck. What happened there? It said it was in 5th gear. That's what the problem was. I was stuck in 5th gear, but it wouldn't downshift. I had to hit the brakes and then it suddenly went to 1st gear. That's not good. Yeah, rip. The hairpin turn right at the end is really bad, because it just means that, like, no matter what, a bunch of people are going to get to pass me right before the finish line. It's going to be very hard to win this, no matter how good of a car I've got. Because they put the thing that I can't do right at the end. Cool. Cool, dude. How does that happen? Why is this happening all of a sudden? This is not normally a problem. Yo, what's up, Gundam? Thanks for the raid. Welcome to my extremely long grind that I'm in the middle of here. I need $200 million to buy the best car in the game so that we can actually beat the game. I currently have a little under 50. I'm gonna be doing this race over and over again for a very long time, sorry. Oh man, I think that I'm probably not gonna finish this grind on stream today. I think I'm just gonna do it tonight. I think I'm just gonna come back tomorrow with the best car, however many hours it takes me to get this. But yeah, we've kind of just been doing this race a whole lot. This game is extremely balanced around you have to have the best car to win. Super Robot Wars T. I can never keep track of that series because there's like a million of them, but also the names, that they're not numbered, they just have letters. Which one is T? T is on PS4, I see. I know basically nothing about mecha anime stuff, but I do know that they did a Super Robot Wars spin-off that's entirely Zone of the Enders on the Game Boy Advance. That's where my involvement starts and ends with Super Robot Wars. It's the 30th anniversary, not the 30th game. God. What happens when they actually get to the 30th game? What happens when they run out of letters? I guess they just probably go on to the Greek alphabet at that point. That wouldn't even be that weird. We're at least getting a little bit closer to buying the 100 mil car. That's the 100 mil car right in front of me. The 200 mil car. I feel like I'm gonna end up buying that, but we'll try the 100 mil car, and that I ought to be able to get today. We're at like 58 mil right now, something like that I think it was. I've improved my fastest lap quite a bit. It's down to 139. F is after? That... You can't say that F stands for after. That's not how that works. Blame Bandai? I will blame Bandai. Alright, I can get an extra 10 mil here if I can keep this guy behind me somehow. Actually, we just got it. He can't accelerate that fast. Let's go. First place. 20 mil. Might as well try the next race since we won. Yo, what does the W stand for? W stands for double? That's terrible. That is completely ridiculous. I think there's some merit to them moving on to the Greek alphabet. I don't know what, like, you could do, like, Super Robot Wars Tau sounds pretty good. I don't know what that means. But I think that the Greek alphabet would look good with the Super Robot Wars. They've done Alpha and Omega figures. Y is for beyond. I mean, at this point, they're just running low on letters, so they're like, well, it's in the word somewhere. That's close. Whatever, we take the 5. We take the 5. What are we at? 83. One more win. The 3 stands for freedom. Freedom. One more win in Shibuya, or 2 second places, and we buy the 100 mil car. And then get disappointed because the 100 mil car sucks. Yeah, exactly. I guess you're right. My tires could be flying off right now. There is a worse racing game. Nah, the 100 mil car is the one that's beating me most of the time. Like, that's it right there. And apparently it's also the car that's on the box art. And like, if you're not juicing the stats of the car on the box art, you're doing it wrong. So not really. I've played, at this point I've not played any of the heavy hitters, but I've played a number of Xbox games. This is the 51st. And this is honestly kind of mediocre looking, but then again, I don't know, maybe I'm starting to lose perspective because I haven't played a GameCube game since like last December. But I feel like this could have been a GameCube game. He's right on me. Look at the mini map. Where is that guy? There he is. Yeah, give me the back boosts. Shoot. For some reason, he slows down at that turn every time. Computer's not good at that turn. Now we do this. Then I can hopefully block him. Am I gonna need to block him? I'm probably gonna need to block him. Got him. Cool. So there we go. That's 100 mil. I might as well try it. Might as well just see what happens in Monaco. I am not confident. And after this, we'll save, we'll buy the car, we'll see if it's good. If the car is good, then it's good, and if the car is bad, then we reload our save and keep grinding for 200. I can't wait to get to 200 and then find out that both expensive cars suck, and that I've just like wasted all of my time. Like, nah, this is as good as it's gonna get. It's a skill issue. Maybe. I'm really just hoping that, like, if nothing else, the 200 mil car is just like the I win button. Like, your options are get good with one of the cheaper cars, or just buy the I win car. Yeah, you can reset as many times as you want. So, like, now that I've won that first race, I could just spend hours resetting this race until I won it, and then spend hours resetting race number 3 until I won it. Just based on some kind of fluke. But I really don't want to do that. Just wait for whatever happened in that one race to happen again here, where first place comes to a complete stop. Yeah, hopefully the expensive car will make it so that we can win more consistently, so that I won't end up grinding resets for hours on each of these races. There's no saving either. It all does have to be done in one sitting. So, like, I actually can't grind for hours because then I wouldn't have enough time to do all the races that come after this, you know? And I'm not leaving my Xbox on overnight. That would... I don't think Xbox could handle that. And take the extra 5 mil here. This can go into the upgrade fund for the next car. But yeah, I've never done better than third on this. It's just hard. It's just hard. Hopefully a better car will like go faster on the straightaways, and so I'll be closer to the front the whole time, even if I still suck at the game. It's not you. You. 100 mil for a car that has notably terrible handling. The handling is just in the dumpster. Like, what could that mean? Two different shades of red. You can get the good-looking red or the bad-looking red. Also, actually, that green is okay. Let's see how this is. And I definitely can't afford any parts. Maybe I can get, like, the best tires, and that'll help with the handling a tiny bit. Yeah, this car's acceleration is much better, isn't it? Like, look at that. Look at that. Problem is definitely that it doesn't turn at all. Yeah, sorry. I really wish you were listening to, there's like one really good song in this game that's like a super banger, and then every other song is kinda mid, but I think it's like scripted. I think the way it is, like, it's always gonna play this song on this race. So since I've been grinding this race, I've just been listening to this one the whole time. Look at, I'm not even doing a good job, and look at the map. Look at the map, I'm doing a terrible job. Doesn't even matter. I think we're probably, hopefully gonna be able to win Group S with this. Like, they're just not catching me on these straightaways at all. God damn. I think high acceleration is good for my playstyle as well, which is a polite way of saying crash into everything. Even after all that, we're still crazy ahead. I think never, unfortunately. It didn't really have... The game doesn't have car customization on that level, which is a shame. Really not enough games do have just, like, straight up... Like, it's called Itasha, I think. When you wrap the car with, like, a ridiculous anime type of thing. Not enough games have that. They're all, like... Oh, you could put flames on the car, you could put stripes on the car, you could put, you know, different, like, cool kid decals. I would prefer to be playing the racing game with, like, a ridiculous anime girl car. Damn, look how much I won by. I did a horrible job. Wait, my fastest lap wasn't any better, though. My fastest lap was a 1:18. I think everyone else just did really bad there. The background on the left-hand panel, it is, hang on. I got you. Where do I keep that thing? Actually, though, where do I keep that thing? Here it is. There it is. There's my background image. It has a car on it. I'm a car person. What can I say? I just love cars. I don't know. That's honestly a good point, Hahumi. Maybe there can't. Maybe I'm taking up one of the good car slots. Ah, shit. Yeah, this is where the handling might screw me. Dude, I can't, the car won't turn. I'm literally holding a direction on the stick. Okay. This is where bad handling might be a problem. My handling might just straight up be too bad for this. Even though, like, the acceleration is notably insane on this car. Like, it feels like I'll smash into a wall and then just, like, boost off the wall like I've got, like, jet fuel in the car. It's a really strange feeling. Yeah, I think the play has to be to build up a big lead so that it's okay that I do bad on the turns. This car is not going to be able to do these turns. Like, look at how it jolts forward at the start and just instantly starts passing everyone. This car is so good. It just can't turn. I'm not confident in that. I would rather get a start where I don't flip backwards and then have to drive backwards on the track for like 15 seconds. I think that start was a bit ridiculous and not worth keeping. This start was also a bit ridiculous. Like, look, I'm just cruising. It doesn't even matter. We're back with the pack. See ya. First is up there, though. Well, so we sort of abandoned game number 50 to play this. So after this, I have to go back to Commando Strike Force. I do not know what comes after that, though. We haven't voted on it yet. It might be. I feel like that would make sense. Not quite. This is winnable, though. This is winnable. No. Well, I'll point to the site. I'll point to the rules on the site. I reserve the right as the streamer to define and redefine what it means to beat a game as necessary. But things that one could consider a DNF would be Summoner a Goddess Reborn. Game literally just too broken. It kept crashing. So we had to bail on playing Summoner, unfortunately. Like, I literally just could not play the game physically. Emulator kept crashing. Real hardware kept crashing. And, like, I could play through crashes, but it would, like, consistently crash when loading into certain levels, so it was just not playable, unfortunately. Then there's... It has been played through before. Like, I think if I had a real disc and a GameCube that was playing a disc, then would be able to do it. I think that apparently if you USB load from a Wii, then it has all kinds of problems, but can be played through to completion if you do that, but I don't have a Wii, so can't do that. So, yeah. That game is fucked up. Then there's WrestleMania 19, I want to say. Is either 18 or 19. There was a WrestleMania game that Piper convinced me had a great single player. And he was like, yeah, it's like a beat 'em up. Even though it's a wrestling game, it's not like the other wrestling games. It's not sports trash, Tapioca. You'll like this game. So I played some, and it was sports trash. He lied to me. We were deceived. So I quickly redefined beating that game to be winning like a 3-round tournament that I then won in like half an hour, and we moved on. And I did not do the full single player, which does have some kind of like story mode with missions to it, but the missions were just awful. I didn't want to do it. And we weren't going to play the game anyway, so I just kind of was like, no. Then there was Jeremy McGrath Supercross World. Jeremy McGrath Supercross World. I assume you would get credits if you beat it on all difficulties, the same way most racing games work. But after beating it on the easiest difficulty, I said, that is enough of that, and we moved on. Even the easiest difficulty, the score mode was so fucked that it took me like 3 hours to just win just like a basic like easy mode score challenge, because the tricks are super broken. Jeremy McGrath Supercross World is one of the worst GameCube games, like by rating. We're stuck in first gear. Hello? It happened again. That was weird. That game is just completely broken and unfinished, and really it's weird that it released at all in that state. So I bailed on that. I said one difficulty is good enough. Then there's... I keep coming up with more examples. This is actually kind of bad. There's a lot of GameCube games I bailed on, aren't there? Then there was... what's that guy? What's that guy's name? Mark Davis Pro Bass Fishing. Mark Davis Pro Bass Fishing, I was playing for a little bit, and then we received word via hearing rumors on the internet. We heard rumors on the internet that it was not possible to beat the game, and that even if you beat Mark Davis, he just says you lost. Which seemed weird, but the guy who uploaded the long play to YouTube was very adamant that it was not possible to beat Mark Davis, and that he had used save states, he had checked every fish in the lake, he had caught the biggest fish, and it wasn't even big enough to beat Mark Davis, and that even if he got insanely lucky and was able to beat Mark Davis, it still just said that he lost. And so ultimately he did not finish. So I said, okay, I guess you can't beat Mark Davis. Well, I won one day of a tournament, so, you know, there was like a one-day tournament that I entered and won, and that'll just have to be good enough, and we moved on from that. Later on, like a year or two later, someone uploaded a video of them beating Mark Davis, and it turns out that if you get to the end of year 3 in the campaign, then Mark Davis finally admits defeat. He will just say that you lost until you get to the end of year 3, and then if you beat him there, then you win. And that was not documented online at the time I was playing the game. And that is also like 30 hours of fishing. So I didn't go back for it. I did not go back. But yeah, so I didn't technically beat Mark Davis. And the final one that I didn't sort of finish is ESPN International Winter Games 2002, which, for those who don't know, is a stealth entry into the track and field series. Konami's track and field games that go back to like the NES days. In Japan, those are called Hyper Olympic, and that ESPN Winter Sports game is Hyper Olympic for the Winter Olympics 2002. I played it because the Winter Olympics were on IRL, and I like the track and field games. I'm one of those people. International Track and Field 2000 is a banger on the N64, so I played that, but it is sports trash and we weren't originally going to play it, and I was having a hard time beating it, so I think I accepted a silver medal in the end. I didn't get gold. I think I just sort of intended to like chill out and play that game for an afternoon. And I ended up unfortunately only getting silver. I did finish Dave Mirra 2, yes. I 100%ed it. Aside from that, I think I unambiguously did beat every game. Well, I'm not winning, but neither is he. Oh wait, hold up. Have we got it? Don't you dare pass me. We've got it. I dumpstered the only guy who could face me. Let's go. Alright, that's race number 2 out of 5. We're just going to the end now. We will beat the game today, hopefully. Sports trash. There is no hard and fast definition of sports trash, but basically if it's like a licensed sports game, you know, Madden, FIFA, NBA 2K, NHL, that kind of stuff, all licensed sports games are a no. And really anything based off like a normie sport like that is a no. Extreme sports are good and they stay in, but even games like the Disney sports games I ended up not playing, just because, like, I don't know. Like, ultimately, the purpose of all of this is to have fun streaming games. The purpose of this is to have fun streaming games. And I just know that, like, Sega Soccer Slam would be just, like, fucking terrible. I saw you were streaming that yesterday, Why Am I Here? And it's just like, dude, I'm not sitting here playing a match of soccer. I don't care how anime they make it. I was originally going to play the Disney sports games, but I played Disney sports basketball, and it was like 7 hours of waiting for the timer to run out in basketball in order to win the championship or whatever. So I quit. I quit playing the Disney sports games after that, especially because, like, I know... So, like, the Spike Vegeta rule for sports games is to just win a game of it. Like, 20 minutes of Madden, you win a game of Madden, you move on. But personally, I feel like if I were going to do it, I would want to win the campaign modes. I would want to win a season. And that's just adding like 500 hours of misery onto GameCube things, so I didn't. I decided to ban sports games based on that. But I do still allow certain ones in based on vibes. Like, all of the Mario sports games got played. I have no problem playing like Mario Baseball, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, but I'm not playing Tiger Woods Golf or MVP All-Stars Baseball or, FIFA 2005 at 0. But yeah, I did play ESPN Olympic Winter. I don't know, I just kind of like Olympics games. I'm like not a sports fan on any level. I really don't care for sports, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I do look forward to the Olympics, just like IRL. I just think they're a vibe. Like, I'm not watching a sport any other time of the year. But like, fuck it, I'll tune into something weird happening at 4 in the morning. They're doing like competitive speed skating, like, sure. So I play Olympics games. We will be playing Torino 2006 in an Xbox thing, by the way. I don't know, you get the extra conceit of like, all the different countries are showing up and we get to kick other countries' ass in the Olympics and then brag about it. It's good. But yeah, that's my sports rule. Originally I did count MotoGP as sports trash. Like, I first try first place on that. Nice. That track is like all straight away, so that makes sense that I won that pretty easily. What was I about to say? Yo, what's up, Wisdom Boy? It's going good. It's good to see ya. What was I trying to say? I had something really... Oh yeah, MotoGP. So like, I count NASCAR games as sports trash. That's where it gets really fuzzy, is racing. Like, I'm not playing licensed F1 or NASCAR games. But I am playing this, of course, which is kind of not that different. And like, I played Pro Race Driving, which I think had real racing circuits licensed in it. Like, I think that the racing events we were entering into were real events that were licensed. So in that way, that game was kind of, that kind of was like licensed sports trash racing. And I'm also gonna play like the Colin McRae rally games, which have a license. It's Colin McRae, and it is real like rally shit, but I'm gonna play it probably. Originally I wasn't gonna play MotoGP under the same rule, but I did end up adding the MotoGP games. I don't know. I don't know if MotoGP, like, is there a specific thing called MotoGP that they've licensed in the way that there's a specific thing called NASCAR? I don't know. But yeah, it is completely arbitrary. It is completely arbitrary. The main goal is to play games that are interesting or good to stream. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm kind of happy with where the list is overall. Oh, that guy in front of me has the same car as me, so that answers our question about car duplicates. You know, I was gonna make like a big YouTube like video essay style video about the GameCube once I finished it. I had grand plans, and I did write the script, and it was like a 20-page long script, and in the script there is a section where I did an extreme sports tier list. I was gonna do that in the video, so actually I do have a tier list of all GameCube extreme sports games. I didn't go as far as to like make the image of it, so I can't just post it. But I did have the script written out for what tier every game was in. Bottom tier is Disney Sports Skateboarding, I think. I forget what was in absolute bottom tier, but it might have been Disney Sports Skateboarding and like Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2. Those games are both awful. I am the world's biggest extreme sports degenerate, and even I have to admit that those two games are completely awful. Yeah, I don't know. Should I leave MotoGP in? Maybe I'll scout it out. The reason why NASCAR isn't in is because NASCAR games are boring as shit. Like, I have played the N64 NASCAR games. That's my experience with them. And man, those games are boring. So, like, I don't know. Like, MotoGP might be more interesting just because the racetracks are not ovals. And the season is not just racing on different ovals. Alright. One more race and then we beat the game. This is the final race that I have to win, but it's Monaco. That's not even that bad. Try some on PS1. Tell me some games, Dab. I will play them. I've played a number of PS1 extreme sports. I haven't played that many, but I've played some. Like to be honest, the state of extreme sports games pre-Tony Hawk is like, it's like a different genre. Like, I guess you could consider ESPN Extreme Sports or whatever that thing. Yeah, also known as One Extreme. That PMC played. Like, I guess you could call that an extreme sports game, but it was kind of just a racing game. But like, that's, you know, that's how it'd be in 1995 or whatever. But yeah, there's a few just like curious pre-Tony extreme sports games. But I'm always down to play more extreme sports games. I love Score. I love to get Score, so. Like, PMC's never gonna get to him, because Tony didn't show up until 99. So PMC's never getting to Tony. But I would love to see him play Grind Session, just because that game brings me joy. I legitimately kind of want to de-rust Grind Session and take the record back from the guy who just got record recently. And I was thinking that if I did it, I was going to do it by pointing a webcam at my TV for the authentic Grind Session experience. Because there are now 3 people who have done runs. And of those 3 people, there's me and then there's 2 people who both just pointed the camera at the TV for their runs. And I feel like that's just the Grind Session culture now, and I have to do it. I do have a nice CRT. It would be great. I'd be like low-key flexing my CRT on them. Not my intention, but... Like, man, I'd have to figure out how to save time, though. It'd be tough. Like, at this point, I straight up don't know how to save time in that game anymore. I feel like the time, it's gotten very close to the theoretical optimal time. I have to find a way to fit more points into one of the stages in particular. That's like the only way to save time. Yeah, I don't know. Love Grind Session. Extreme G3 is not extreme sports, it's futuristic racing. It belongs in the same genre as like F-Zero and Wipeout and stuff. There are a lot of futuristic racing games. Extreme G3 is just one of those. Wait, did they? Because they famously also made Razor Freestyle Scooter. Same dev, same engine. We love you, RFS. Someone messaged me about Razor Freestyle Scooter recently on speedrun.com. So far, all that's come of it is they submitted like an IL. And it's actually not an optimal IL. I was thinking about bopping it immediately, but I decided that that would be rude of me. So I'm letting it stand. But he doesn't do all of the tricks that you could do. There are some things I know. I hope that guy is practicing for full game runs. I hope we get to see some full game RFS from him. Nah. To be honest, I don't think I've even played Razor Freestyle Scooter. Like, I don't think I've turned the game on since AGDQ 2020. I think it's been 5 years, and I've literally not played the game for even a second. So, I'm probably pretty washed. Do you moderate any of the games you've played for either challenge? By that, do you mean like on speedrun.com? I think the answer is no. The only leaderboards I moderate are like, hey, there we go. The only leaderboards I moderate are like all of Yakuza, all of Zone of the Enders, and then like a handful of other random things I've done runs of. But congratulations. You won the championship of Group S. Please roll credits. Hey, there we go. GG. I did it. I did submit runs of ZooCube and let's see, we did ZooCube, we did Aquaman Battle for Atlantis, which I still have world record in, by the way. World's #1 Aquaman gamer, because I played it a second time and no one else can do that. I also submitted a run for, what's that game called? Big Mother Truckers. There was a category in Big Mother Truckers where all you have to do is like crash the car 60 times to end the game as quickly as possible. And I got really good at that. Or like, I didn't get good at it, but I found a setup that was much faster than what the current runner was doing. So I was able to save a lot of time. So I submitted that. Yeah, then there was 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker, which I did parking mode of, but I didn't, I never submitted that to a leaderboard anywhere. I am just secretly the parking mode master, but nobody knows that about me. I also did a full game run of Disney Sports Skateboarding. Nobody had done that before. I had to route that, and I did. And as far as I know, nobody else ever ran that. But there is a leaderboard for it, but I think the guy only did ILs. Yeah, there's only ILs. There's not even a board for full game. So I guess I technically have world record in that too, but that's something that nobody knows about me. I don't think I've uploaded that video anywhere. What the hell is all of this? Starbucks? Sumitomo Mitsui? The Nichido Fire and Marine Insurance Company? Were these all advertisements that were on the sides of the stages somewhere? There's the fonts they use too. Arial Black, Monotype, Arial. Let's see. Speedrun.com says that I have 121 videos at risk of being deleted. Every single one of them is obsolete, so it doesn't matter. Actually, there's one that's not. Oh, wait, is my World Tour run? Did I not fix that? No, I did fix that. Why does it say that that's... Whatever. Man, World Tour. Now there's a game that I wish I had gotten better at. The dirt race is added to the arcade mode. Huh. Dirt race. We should check that real quick. Why not? Let's see it. It's a new track. We might as well look at it. There's only 4 tracks in this game. We might as well see the 4th. Arcade mode. Dirt. Oh my god. Wait. Huh? Are they just gonna put dirt on the streets? What is this? It's just the same track, but with a dirt texture instead of a road texture. And I can't see shit. There's dirt in my face. Okay, it's actually not that bad. The handling is probably different, but seriously, Capcom? That's the best you've got? Oh, the handling is very different. No, you cannot turn. Okay, it's basically just driving on ice physics. And like the brakes don't do anything. I already couldn't turn, that's true. Alright, this is just like clown mode. This is bad. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me do all my setup. let's go ahead and wrap it up. So, that was game number 51, Group S Challenge. Beaten in a little under 7 hours, which is more than I expected. I feel like I could have beaten that so much faster than I did if I just, like, were less stupid somehow. I don't know. I think I just wasted several hours on the Fair Lady. I feel like if I had given up on that car being any good faster, then it would have, like, we would have beaten this game much sooner than we did. No sewers. We never went into any sewers. There was that cool tunnel in Monaco, but that's not a sewer. That's just a cool tunnel. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bland, bare-bones racing game. Only 3 tracks. Cash grind for a car worth the shit. Like, I don't know. Like, pretty much every track, there was evening. We could be racing somewhere in the evening, which was, I guess, a thing. But, like, overall, pretty much every stage was incredibly gray. Like, shockingly gray. Like, if you're gonna set your racing game in Miami, like, come on, that's the best you could do, is this just, like, gray, ultra generic looking city. I mean, they didn't say it was Miami, they said it was Surfer's Paradise, but it was, I think, meant to be Miami. And it just, like, was trash. I don't know, it was very disappointing. Yeah, that's worth mentioning. The car stats are all lies. Like, having to grind for money to get the better car that you can't even tell is better until after you buy it, because the stats are all lies. To some extent, like a car that on paper has identical stats. Like, I took screenshots of the bars and put them next to each other, and the bars for the Fair Lady and the RX-7 were exactly the same, except the RX-7 was like 1,000,000 times better. The Fair Lady could not win races, and the RX-7 just made it easy. So I guess the moral of the story is, never doubt the RX-7. It is good in every racing game. When you see an RX-7, just go with that. It's the best car, always. But, I think I'm gonna give this like a 2. It's not as bad as Pro Race Driving. Pro Race Driving was like, or whatever that game was called. Is that what that was called? Pro Race Driving? That, like, doesn't sound right to me. Pro Race Driver. Pro Race Driver was, like, physically torture. This was not quite so bad. The driving physics in this, I wouldn't say I loved, but they were more tolerable than Pro Race Driver, which was just like, fuck this game, fuck everything about this game. So I'm gonna give it a 2. Yeah, I liked the car collection screen. I just like that you can see every car you own on one screen. It's like, for the most part, I'm not really like a checklist gamer. Like, if I played an Assassin's Creed game or something, the allure of the 100% would be lost on me. I would not care. But every once in a while, the checklist will hit right. And the checklist in this game is good. I would want to fill up that screen for sure and just see all of the cars on the screen. But yeah, it's a 2.